Okay, here we have a 2013 Audi A8L. Yes, this is the extended wheelbase Audi. Now, what's happened is a coin has fallen down in the front cigarette lighter, and that's very easy to do. And what it has done is has blown the cigarette lighter fuse. Well, now, where is that fuse? Well, it's not real clear in the owner's manual, and there are 3 fuse panels here on the Audi A8. And this is the main one here in the back. And as we look, this is row A, B, C, D. And as I come down, 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4th fuse is for the cigarette lighter. And I'm just using a test light. And as you can see, I indeed have power on one side, but as I go to the other side, nothing. So what's happened is this fuse is actually blown. Now what we're going to do is just carefully pull it out and replace it. Okay, here we see the blown 20 amp fuse, and of course we can actually see the filament is blown here between the 2 electrodes, and I'm not going to be able to see that with it installed. That's why we use the test light, and we have the test ports there so I can check the function of the fuse. Now I'm going to replace this 20 amp fuse. Okay, here we've replaced the cigarette lighter fuse, and as you can see, hey, there's no problem. She's working just fine. I'll go ahead and put the plastic retainer back, and this just gently snaps into place. Be careful not to damage it when removing it, and we'll be ready to go. Now this is the back panel that we're going to have to remove to gain access to the fuse panel. Now you can say, well, I can remove this panel. No, you can't. You're not going to be able to work there effectively to operate there on the fuse panel, but this actually comes right out. It's just carefully, gently pull it back, and it's held just with clips, and fold it down. It's best just to remove it, and then you'll have access to that rear fuse relay center. Okay, here we see this was the dime, the coin that had fallen down into the power port or cigarette lighter and caused the fuse here to blow. And there we see that fuse, and as you can see, after replacing the fuse and a slight adjustment to the cigarette lighter, that our charging port for the cell phone or whatever we need it for is now fully functional. Okay, here we see our source of our problem was this dime, and you can see it's very easy to drop a coin there in that cigarette lighter. People like to put change there in a cup holder, and that was obviously not a good choice of placement for a cigarette lighter. And the fuse there back in the trunk fuse panel, D4, originally 20 amp.